Greetings, mortals of this realm. My name is Gideon, and we are back with more Terraria. So, yeah, we'll be killing some bosses this time around, so let's pop straight into it, shall we? Alright, that's the game pulled up. Got this up. And let's begin. So, let's see what this thinks we need to do, but I don't know why it started revealing everything. That's fine, though. Great Sand Shark is what it thinks we need to get. Which, if I'm correct, we can do... Well, we can make this Sharknado Staff, which could be good. And then also the Shifting Sands. We might take use of that. Alright. And then after that, it'll be Anahita and Leviathan, followed by Astrum Aureus. Okay. We have several. Oh, Akram even comes before Golem. Okay. Oh, he has a magic item? Or magic weapon? And Souls of Blight, which... Yeah. Alright. So we will go to the desert and begin fighting. Hello, Drake Drudzik. I'm doing good. How about you? Looks like it's not currently storm. Why is it raining in a desert? That just does not make sense. Anyway, I guess we're going to go kill a fish instead of the great sand shark. Alright, let's see how... So Drake, turns out, according to boss log, a lot of bosses go between beating Plantera and Golem, including Akram. So we're going to catch up on those, make sure we've got all the gear we want and need. And yeah. It can rain in the desert though. Yeah, but part of the whole thing that makes a desert, as in like in the real world, is reduced rain. So that's why it bugs me. Okay. Wait, no, it is over here, isn't it? Is it? Yeah. Oh, I need to go up. Oh, dang it. I can use this. Yeah. I need to let myself heal. Actually, real quick, let's go ahead and put down Omni Stations. It's not common, but if it never did, there'd be no plant life there, or life in general. True. True. Go up. Did it despawn while I was lingering? Probably, didn't it? That's fine, I'll just wait for another one to spawn. So yeah, I'm about to fight Leviathan. Most likely gonna spend the time on the surface, but on the water surface, since I do have Terra Spark boots to walk on it. I need air. Oh. It's over here. Goodness, I am not doing good, am I? That's what I get for starting a stream with a boss fight. There's Leviathan. Ah! Alright. Hello, Zoella X1 on Twitch. We are playing Terraria Calamity mod. Apparently failing to beat certain bosses. Have you tried hitting them more than they hit you? That's what I'm trying this time, Drake. And so far it's working. Go under the Leviathan. Nope, it's not letting me do that. I can kill Anahita. Okay, she's dead. And it's just Leviathan. Oh! Yeah, Zoella X1, I responded to you. I did see your chat. Okay, so I guess I didn't stick to the plan, guys. Drake says, did you know the Siren used to have a completely different design? I did not. I think I had started playing the mod after this design was what was used. Let's see if the photosynthesis will do better. Oh, they despawn. The original artist left the mod, though, and took their design with them. They were working on their own mod for a while, but unfortunately it was cancelled. Ah, that's sad. Oof. Alright, we're coming back to Anahita and the Leviathan. There's a chance that I'm just not warmed up yet enough. There's a chance that my gear isn't good enough for some reason. Or it could just be me being a skill issue. That's also a very good option. Let me make sure you don't have anything I want. Let me buy some Dynasty Wood. Dynasty Wood's something you never know when you're going to be able to get your hands on. And apparently I haven't gotten my hands on it yet. So. Alright. So then let's go. No, what are we fighting? So we can't fight Sand Shark. Ostrom Aureus is the next thing. I guess we're fighting Ostrom Aureus. Let's try it. What could go wrong, right? What could go wrong? Where's my Starblight Soot? Yeah, cause that's what it requires, right? Soot is in here somewhere. Where did I put my Starblight Soot? Oh, there. It is there. Okay. We are looking for, yes, Astral Chunk. Drake says this mod has quite the history. Yes, it does, Drake. Yes, it does. Has a lot of history. Alright. Let's go to my arena I've got set up over here. But first let's put Omni stations around. Hold Okay. And now we will begin this fight in 3, 2, 1. At least until it enters some sort of second phase, this is proving easier. Never mind. Hold on. That's... Here's a good reason. I know I sound like I'm finding excuses. Did I... No, I did not upgrade the... Oh, right, yes, Glorious Post. Golem. Right. Goodness, Revengeance mode is tough. Alright. It's meant to be tougher than expert mode, you think? Yeah, it is. It is. That needs Scoria. That needs Luminite. Actually, you know what? There's one thing I can try to work towards. Where? There's a thing that's like all the elementals or whatever that you can collect. Yeah, like elemental in a bottle and rare elemental in a bottle. That's what it is, yep. And those can help combine into the Heart of the Elements. So the Rose Stone and the Eye of the Storm are part of it. I feel like I have a Rose Stone somewhere. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Heart of the Elements requires you to beat the Leviathan. Yeah, but I'm thinking... I work on getting some of the other pieces, and then whatever I find to be the best, I use to help me beat the Leviathan. Which is interesting because I don't usually use the elemental stones, but I think for this one I will. Cloud element. So what are the requirements for cloud elementals to spawn? Cloud elemental. It spawns in it spawns in space while it's raining. Okay. Would you look at that? It's raining. So let's go up to space. That's gonna be too close to them. It'll get the town buff, won't it? Right, I forgot that I don't have infinite fly time. This is just a naturally occurring hallowed sky island. When I say natural, I know that it didn't spawn with the hallow, but I didn't put the hallow there, so it's natural enough. Let's see, I can probably get back up to space from here. Oh. Can I do that? Yeah! Okay. I just wanted to get back up to space. I'll linger around here now waiting for... Nope, we're not in space yet. Now we're in space. Now I'll just wait for the cloud elemental to spawn because there's no point in moving really, I don't think. There's the cloud elemental. Menacing Eye of the Storm. Alright. Now I wonder which is better, the cloud elemental or the brimstone. Let me consult our friend the wiki. That was apparently only a 33% drop. Okay. So the brimstone elemental supposedly does more contact damage. Or does more damage, but it might not be as quick. Let's see what the elemental in a bottle does. $45, and then the rare elemental gives you more health. Okay. It heals you. Of course, the water elemental does the most damage. Alright, so first let's see. Elemental. Both of those can drop from the sand elemental. I might have already gotten one of them actually. Let's see. So obviously it's not in here. But well, you know what? We can go ahead and equip this, and then we can summon a bunch of sand elementals and get it from them. Okay, that might be too many. Okay, that's both sand elementals. Well, I got 4 total elementals. Alright, let's sell and sell. And then sell. Okay. Now, let's see if our new ally helps anything. Ooh, but first. Super dummy, place it down. So around 3K. Okay. I want to see if what am I trying to say? I wanted to know if the Terror Staff was the better option. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, let's get this thing spawned. Ah. I'm close. I'm close. Yes, sound alerts 200. I was slain. Let me see if the healing sand elemental does better. Oh, Drake, I think you just missed me losing horribly at the last second. Yep, let mana regen. There you are. I have considered not losing. I'm trying that. I see. Oh, why am I trying to rush towards the heart of the elements anyways? It needs the ancient manipulator. Okay, let's see if we can find a better goal for now. I think I had already gotten an aquatic heart. Maybe the solution is just shield. You make light. Oh, I don't have the materials for that. Drake, you think the solution might be dodging? So that's probably right, but the issue is if I spend long enough to finally get down dodging against her attacks, then I'm most likely going to go crazy. So that's why I have not addressed that issue yet. No. Okay, let me see if I have a Philosopher's Stone anywhere, or did I sell them all? I guess I sold them all, but I can go talk to this lady and spawn a Mimic. I don't want a Jungle Mimic, I just want a normal Mimic. Thank you. Wait a minute. Has it always been as simple as just do the... Do I just make Cross Necklace upgrade? Now let's go in and try a regen upgrade. Charm of Myths. Panic Necklace. I can have a bandits. Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boss materials. Regenerator. Okay. So that does reduce my max health by half. Let's see about... Can't get another... We can get that. Not that. That's close, and then... I've already got life force, right? Yeah. Alright. Let's try it with increased regen. Nope, that was a waste of resources. Let me shimmer that back into its components. Oh, shadow spec, okay. So that's an upgrade that we can get, but I'm not worrying about that. Anything else you can do for me? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look into getting another star. Okay, let's just get mimics. I'm gonna get a star cloak or star veil or whatever to boost my community frames. Yeah, and then we'll see what comes of that. I'm also gonna remake this Charm of Myths. That we can't make yet. No, let me buy that back. Wait a minute. There's one boss we know we can spawn that we haven't even tried yet, isn't there? Akram. And I turned all my ectoplasm into specter bars, of course I did. Alright, so let me go with bones, so the where's it gonna be? Here, right. I need 5 ectoplasm and then 5 of each soul. I need more souls of sight. Alright, let me go get the ectoplasm. So we are on our way to fight Akram. At least once. See how that turns out. You feel Akram will probably be easiest as console area wasn't built around Calamity. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. And then I can see if the post Akram gear is actually an upgrade. Or if it's sufficient enough of an upgrade. Alright, that's enough. I need... how many more of that? Then we summon the twins, which shouldn't be too hard at this point, right? Close that. There we go. Now then, we grab out 15 bones. And then we make a suspicious looking skull. And then we go summon Akram. And for him, let's turn back on the towers, mostly just because why not? Turn that on. Alright, there's a suspicious looking skull. There's Akram. Yes. Classic Terraria boss design. Just spam them with projectiles. Okay. Now, Drake, you said that Akram was harder and had cooler music during a blood moon, correct? I know I have a bloody tear. Where'd it go? That is correct, yes. Alright. Well, I guess I need to go buy a bloody tear, but we're gonna force a blood moon and fight him a second time. I want to talk to... There we go. Bloody tear. Alright. We shall begin this iteration of the boss fight now. Oh. He is definitely harder, but interestingly not harder enough. Alright. Yeah, and then... I want to get the Eye of Akram, so I'm gonna fight him again. And this you said he's not bouncing around Calamity, and this technically isn't a Calamity weapon that I'm using. I'm using an arsenal weapon, which just tries to fill in gaps in the weapons. Alright, we're gonna go until I get that eyeball. Who knows, we might get the Arkham trophy while we're at it. He obviously doesn't have a relic. Did I just no-hit him? I might just no-hit him. There's the intense Eye of Akram. Oh, right, yeah. Because Constellaria doesn't recognize Revengeance as for getting the relics. Right. Alright, well, we can skip today now. Okay, Souls of Blight would be Phantasmal Armor. Excuse me. Alright. It at least shouldn't hurt to try and make these. So I'm going to need Hallowed Armor. No, we don't need Ancient Hallowed. We need Modern Hallowed. And then the Phantasmal Hollowed Headgear. And then that'll be a total of 25, 35. Okay. Oh no, I gotta kill Skeletron Prime again, guys. Wonderful. Okay. Hold on, let me get rid of the... Might as well use the staff that he dropped. And let's summon Skeletron. Oh, I didn't even click off that time. I'm surprised none of those hit me. Okay. And then I need to make ingots. Where's the titanium? There, it's over here. I hope that's enough. It might not be. No, it is not. Okay, I need more titanium or adamantine. That's a hallowed mimic. Okay. So this should boost my damage output at least. Compare this to 31. I thought you used to be able to use hooks. Oh well. And then no magic weapons. Okay. Understood. Understood. Alright. How far after? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 whole. Alright. And then the Souls of Blight go in here to be forgotten about forever. Let me go get this staff reforged. Okay, so there's actually a couple things I want to do. I want to get this staff, Eternity Staff, reforged. Then I also want to build a basement area in the snow house for the cyborg. Or another basement. So, yeah, let's go grab some of any of our leftover like ice blocks and snow blocks. Yeah, we should be able to do the rest on site. Alright, and then we teleport over here. Reforge. Give you the Eternity Staff. Masterful. Yes. Mythical is not the best magical weapon modifier, is it? It is. Okay. Now let me go over here to get the... Alright. Now let's make a boreal wood door. Place door. Then we need more ice bricks, which are made how? By workbench with 2 ice. Okay. That's almost certainly enough. At least for the filling out of this. Now let's turn all of these boreal wood. I'll split boreal wood into walls. Now let's make some normal wood walls for accent and ice brick walls. Alright, and then the cyborg lives here. Get it off screen. Come back, and boom. The room may not be as cozy as the other ones, but alright. Alright, let's go home. Drop all that in there. Alright. Now I'm gonna go fight enough sand sharks to spawn the great sand shark. Hopefully. Let me remove these and then resummon them, just in case that's needed to activate the reforge. Yep. Alright. Very quiet, wasn't I? Alright. Let's... I got a pretty good streak of sand sharks, and now I'm getting nothing. There's one. And there's the great sand shark. Alright. Let's create the sand sharknado. And get cloth, drop some ghouls. Okay, got a piece of ancient cloth. Now I don't need to worry about not having enough room in my inventory. You know what? Let's carve out a space here, shall we? what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of chopping out basically an underground sand arena for farming. I'll probably end up purifying it eventually, but for now I'm just going to leave it as hollow. I figure if I'm going to linger around in the underground desert anyways, I might as well do something productive with my time. And then also using the photosynthesis to deal with enemies I want to preemptively defeat, or any ghouls I see, since that's what I'm here to farm. Nope, I'm confused. Isn't having inverse controls always so fun? Alright, that's all the ancient cloth I need. So let's go home. Alright, and then we need 10 aerialite bars. If I can find the aerialite recipes. There it is. Now, how do you get this thing here, the Forgotten Apex wand? Oh, okay, not too expensive. So if I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then bam. We can do that. And that. And I think that's going to be more powerful. At least has a bigger number. Oh, I want to reforge. That'll work. Oof. Alright. Alright, guys, I'm gonna step away for a moment, but I will be back. Alright, I am back. Sorry I haven't been talking much, guys. Oof. Well, we got a upgraded weapon out of that, though. Another weapon. So let's turn our attention back to Anahita and the Leviathan, I guess. Maybe. Maybe. You don't. You do drop magic weapon. What I'm considering is going and trying to fight Golem again. Now with a better minion. Let's try it. Oh, wait. Need the lizard cells. Let's bring like 5. Alright. Goodness. These Sharknadoes are tearing things up. I just keep hearing things die. I'm doing nothing, I keep hearing things die. Splendid. Okay. Let's regenerate health. Yes! I'd forgotten I added a mod that lets me, and one of the things it lets me do is make the lizard traps. Splendid, splendid. Alright. So let's begin. Well, actually, no, hold on. There's one thing we can do. We can throw ballistas here. It's one thing I often forget to do. So we will begin in 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna worry about the head, I'm just gonna kill the body. Just then with my first potion of this fight, by the way. That's how good I was at the dodging part. Okay. So we got the pick saw, treasure bag. there's a lore item. Alright guys, after my cooldowns are done, I'm gonna give it another try because I would love to have the, like the earth staff or whatever it's called. Alright. Fighting him again in 3, 2, 1. Technically that countdown was inaccurate. But yeah, it turns out I just wasn't, I didn't have high enough damage modifiers. I didn't have a good enough, summon. That's what I'm taking from this. Okay. I killed him, but a stray projectile killed me. So let's go back down. I did not mean to overshoot it by that much. Oh, sorry, just a little bit more down. Right, I've already looked at what perennial can do for me. Wait, what? bag go? Where'd the loot go? Do I have to kill him again? Alright. Alright. There. Did I sell the Octoreges spawner? I just realized I might have sold the Octoreges spawner. Huh. Oh, no, there it is. No, so I need to set up like that. Okay. Actually, wait, no. That sentry could make a lot of things easier. Alright. Hello, Joshua. How are you doing? Just got home with some friends to watch Superman. Ah. Was that any good? Honestly, the best Superman film you've seen? Well, good. Good. You like that they don't stray away from the cringe stuff like Crypto the Superdog, like comics be comics, thank you. Yeah. Oh, Demon Altar, okay. I don't have a hard mode hammer anymore, so. So, Joshua, since you weren't here, allow me to let you in on my current struggle. So I finally beat Golem, the boss that I died to last stream, and everything seemed to be going well, but I didn't get the drop I wanted from him. So I fought him again, but I died right as I killed him, which for some reason made the bag that he was supposed to drop containing all his loot disappear. Which is always splendid, of course. So. Video games, yes. What I'm thinking is that for some reason it decided that it needed to get rid of it. The solution is simple, just avoid dying. That's your solution to everything, Drake. Yeah, you're right. Wow. You share a funny thing that happened to you on your today of playing Beautiful Joe on the server. Ah, okay. I need to look at that then. Yeah, on the Discord server, you mean? Avoid dying is good advice, yeah. From my experience of when I followed it, it does seem to be so. It was a knock stuck on loop. Yeah, the councils. Alright, I'll have to look into that on the server. Apologies for the loud noises, folks. Exploding sandnados tend to do that. Man, you haven't streamed in a while. Last week you were busy editing, and this week you got sick. Ah, yeah. Yeah. That's part of the reason why I, stream on a schedule, actually. To make sure I'm doing it consistent. You have a schedule, usually Monday and Fridays, that stuff happens. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's a lizard power cell. Oh, then there's another one. Nice. Alright. You're hustle gonna beat some games that you're just gonna beat some games that you have on your Let's Play plan. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I read that. Might just become hustle. Autocorrect. Never knows what you want to say. All right. Alright, well, let's go ahead and fight Golem once again. Maybe this time we'll win and get the loot bag. Goodness. Oh! My sentries are gone, aren't they? I was wondering why I was doing so badly that time. I think my sentries disappeared since I removed the source. I'm pretty sure you can do all the sound design of a Star Wars movie with all the pew-pews this game has. Yeah, probably. Need to remember to summon the what are these actually? Monoliths, just lizard monoliths. But now I have a direct path to the arena. That's not going to be confusing at all. Alright. Let's actually let my rage meter build up so we can open up with that. And we need to let Black Belt come off of cooldown. You thought Golem was supposed to be easy? Well, yeah, but then Revengeance mode happened. No, I don't want to wait. Let's wait for that cooldown to go down and then... Alright. 3, 2, 1. Potion, 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 potion. There we go. Okay, it's defeated. Okay. Alright. I'm heading home and crafting what I want with the solidifier. Which is the Staff of Earth. Alright, let's grab out the catapult. Craft the boulder bolt. Nice. So after you beat up Golem, are we gonna go beat Leviathan? Well, now that we've beaten Golem, I guess we gotta go beat Leviathan, don't we? Alright, let's pop back over the ocean. Now, there is one thing I'm gonna do to help boost my odds. I'm going to put a platform above the ocean. Functionally, this has very little use since I can walk on the water anyways, but I want to be able to summon my little sentry guys over here on top of the water. And I can also use this for like Duke Fisher on net in the future. Thank you. Then I want to place these two, like, in the middle. You don't know, but the Terra Spark boots. You don't know when, but the Terra Spark boots get upgraded in the future. Yeah, it's Angel Treads, and we can already make it. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that, because that'll probably have a bigger impact than anything else I've been doing. All right, how do you make the harpy ring? Sheepish. Okay, so. Yes, I do already possess some sunplate. And then I need more feathers. Of course I need more feathers. But I've got plenty of aerolite and everything else, so. You know that the Ankh shield gets upgraded over time because their crafting trees weren't big enough anyways? Yeah. That and the Ankh shield. Yeah. Because they totally weren't big enough crafting trees already. Let me pop over to a... That's Island. I was just making sure there wasn't a crafting recipe for feathers added by one of my mods. Let me turn off my Sandados because the harpies will probably die over the void and I won't be able to get the anything. Okay, feather number 1. Ooh, I need to make this conduit one, so I need 250 conduit plating. Hold on. While we're here, I need to be getting this this Martian conduit plating because this will be used in the Zenith equivalent that Arsenal builds up to. It does also drop in the Martian Madness event, but if I can remove the RNG, then why not, right? Or at least slightly reduce it. Did not mean to dash past that feather. Alright, one more feather and we'll have enough. Alright, are you gonna give me the feather? Yes! You hate how the Martian Madness spawns. The probe never appears when you actually want to do the event. Yeah, that's true. Alright. That is not what I meant to do. Okay, I need to pull out the area light again. Where's the heartbeat ring? There it is. Oh, right, this is what's missing. And then the Angel Treads upgrade to the Celestial Tracers with any wings and Luminite bars. Which will also open up a slot because they'll just go in the wing slot. Alright. So, back to this. The sentries I spawned earlier are still here. Good. Let me go ahead and drop in some Omni Stations because they give me, like, the honey buff when I touch them. There. Alright. So now we summon the Sharknadoes. The Terror Spark boots get upgraded 3 times, you think, ending with the Seraph Tracers. That's what I remember as well. Elysian Tracers. No? Yes, Seraph Tracers. They get upgraded 1 more time than you were saying. In the Auric tier. That's a long time. Yeah. Auric tier's when it finishes upgrading. Which is crazy. Apparently if you stand right on top of Leviathan as it spawns, it does a lot of damage. Oof, that hurt. That hurt. Split second before I activated the adrenaline buff. That's when I got hit. That entire house is just dead. They're almost dead. Both of them are almost dead. The Leviathan is dead. Anahita is dead too. Oh, okay. Oh, the musical notes. What's hitting? I died to musical notes. Okay. I'm gonna go pick up that money. Alright. So let's open up this oh wow, there's a lot of junk in here. Oh, because we got a dev set. Okay. The Atlantis is used in... Ooh, Wow, there's a lot of junk that goes into this. It's a melee weapon, okay. You say nicely done, thank you. Thank you. Alright. Pop back home. Let's place down the relic. Drop all this into new pack. Oh, okay. Alright, so Leviathan Anahita. Where'd the Abyss lore go? There it is. Alrighty. So we finally beat Leviathan and Anahita. If that's how I don't know if that's how you pronounce the names, by the way. Oh, it's still telling me that I beat Skeletron Prime in record time. So Astrum Aureus would be next. Before we go about doing anything with that, I need to make sure everything's tip-top reforged. This at least needs to lose its speed, negative speed reforge. That's good enough for me on that. That's just gonna be for events. Alright. Oh yeah, and also my accessories. Ooh, lucky. I'll take luck. I'll take luck. We don't need melee speed. Ooh, also I need to go get Scoria. Which is going to be over here and then down, basically, if I remember correctly. Oh, but I don't have the... We'll see how long I can survive down there. You know, this game looks like one of those Ant Collie terrarium things. Probably the purpose given the name. Possibly. Possibly. There, Scoria. Let me grab one more vein of it. Or no, both these veins. Oop. That was funky. You're not sure if you've mentioned this before, but recently the third level of the Abyss got new music. Not a fan, honestly. Like, it's not bad, but the old music had been there for years and was fine. I didn't. I haven't noticed. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. What was I trying to... Right, Sigil of Calamitas, so that needs 5 of that. And then also there's something else, wasn't there? I wanted to craft just now. I could make hydrothermic armor. This needed 3. The change was around the time of the Fabsol incident. Ah, okay. Sigil of Calamitas created. And this requires Cosmic Anvil. Okay. So then this just needs a Core of Havoc. How do you make a Core of Havoc? Essence of Havoc and Ectoplasm. So we can go ahead and make that. And then this. Boom. Okay. Alright. I'm happy with that, and then this. Quick. Yeah, I can get behind that. Okay, I think it's about time I followed up on actually making myself some underwater gear, as evidenced by that last debacle. How do you make ice skates again? 5 leather, 5 iron. There's a vanilla recipe for leather though, so. Okay. Hold on. I've been getting anechoic plate coating or whatever. Is that going here? Well, hold on. Whatever. Alright, so I need plenty mush. What am I doing currently? I am finally catching up on what I should have for abyss exploration, or at least trying to. So, I'm getting plenty mush. Ooh, okay. Okay. I need 2 dubious plating. Five blood orbs. And then some bones. Depth charm. Then I need more luminil. Luminil can't be crafted, can it? No. Okay. There's a consumable that reduces the what am I trying to call it? The sulfur damage, right? You think you're another... Oh, that's probably... Hold on. Let me tell my neighbor's sister to tone down a bit. One moment. Alright. There. No, you're good. You're good. Okay, now I should have immunity to the sulfur aspect of it. Okay. Why is luminol the most annoying thing to get thus far? Okay, hold on. There's probably some piece of thing I'm just forgetting, right? You know what? The, oh, what you call it? Neptune's shell. Yeah, let me pop on a blood moon and go. I don't know why, I just want to go to the ocean to do this part, but yeah, let's get a Neptune's shell. So you know what? Wait, creatures in the deep are not blood moon, are they? No, I'm wrong. Those are solar eclipse. Let me see. For some reason, I've been under the impression that they don't drop unless you're near the water, but let's see. Neptune shell. No, it does not require that. Okay. So let's go farm specifically creatures from the deep to get a Neptune shell. Oh! Solar veils are showing up. Solar veils are purely rogue things. Okay, so I don't need to worry about solar veils. Oh, and there's the Neptune shell. Ooh, sticky dynamite. Alright. Then I make the moon shell. I did not keep a sunstone from Golem, did I? Oh well. Let me go down with the moon shell, down under water here. And drink a silver skin potion. Using the moon shell because it lets me maneuver a lot quicker. Apparently, Moonshell and Arctic diving gear are good enough to survive for quite some time in the depths. Doesn't even show my bubbles. I'm gonna grab these iron boots since I know they'll be needed. I don't think I want to go too much deeper into the abyss, because then you start encountering harder monsters that I just don't need to be worrying about. Yeah, there's depth charm. I'm finally depleting air, by the way. While I'm here, I might as well get a lot of scoria. I only need one more luminal, but I'm gonna try to get two because that way... Oh. There we go. I wanted to have a stack that I could quick stack into. Alright, now let's go back home. Pull this off. Wait, what? I left the stinking depth charm in a chest because I put away like money or something. Okay. I can craft another one though. No big deal. No big deal. But now I can make the abyss diving gear. And yeah. Until I can make the diving suit, which will require luminite bars, I think that is all on that end. Turns out I also put away the anechoic plate or whatever it was, so that's always fun. Put that away, put that away, put that in there. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, and then over into the hard mode metal chests. Since I have a duplicate of the Bezoar here, I can shimmer it into Entity's Bandage, and then let's see about Okay, yeah, but then how do you make an Azar? Azar is Souls of Night and lenses. Never mind, we're making another, oh, that's not what I meant to do. We're making another of these. Cheaper. Grab 5 wires. Make a second megaphone. Alright. Then what else we got? We got armor bracing. Oh. I feel like I have armor polish somewhere. Right? Right? No, maybe not. Alright. But it's not bad to make. So let's just go ahead and make 2 of it. Since we can shimmer the other into vitamins. Alright, and then we look at the plan. The plan involves a fast clock. Okay, is the trifold map cheaper? Honestly, it kind of is, even though it requires Souls of Night. But do I already have? Oh, goodness, I have a lot of pixie dust. I just need 1-second timers. Alright, let's pay the mechanic a visit. Buy 2 1-second timers. So now what I'm doing is I'm making an Ankh charm at least. Alright, and then reflective shades. Reflective shades are blindfold and pocket mirror. Let me make sure I don't have either of those. No, and no. Blindfold is 10 silk, 2 tattered cloth. Grab 20 silk. If you're making the charm, you might as well do the shield. Yeah, that's fair. Might as well. Alright, so I must have gotten rid of all of my tattered cloth, maybe? Or maybe I just got none, because it doesn't really come up that often. Alright. The shield is the easiest component after all. Yeah, I think I actually have 2 cobalt shields. Well, hold on. Using this to make the blindfold, but is the other component better? Pocket mirror. Not really. Okay. So now I'm looking to find a goblin peon, because I do have a thing that lets me craft the Ankh shield components, but I need tattered cloth for the blindfold. I'd love for him to drop 2 if possible. that's probably too far. There he is. Yay! Got enough. Now, I believe that's all, so let's go here. Let's shimmer, 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 and shimmer. Then, you forget when its first upgrade can be made, though. Yeah, we'll see shortly. So let us go ahead and craft the Ankh Charm. Oh, right, no, we gotta craft them all into their components. Or into their combined forms. Then we can craft them in the Ankh Charm. And then bracing. Ankh Charm. Alright. So now let's fetch one of our shields. Grab that out. Make an obsidian skull. Obsidian shield. Ankh shield. Asgard's Valor. Core of Calamity plus Ornate Shield. Ornate Shield is Wait a minute, it's Cryonic Bars and Crystal Shards. Guys, we might be able to go ahead and do this. What do you need for Cores of Calamity? Do I have more Ashes of Calamity? We gotta kill Calamitas clone again, but then I think we can do it. So, first let's go get some Cryonic ore, unless we can just buy it from him. No, of course we can't, can we? Of course we can't. This is a very upgrade heavy day. Yeah. Well, that just means that I've been forgetting a lot of them. So it was needed. Alright. Pop on down until it starts telling us about Cryonic ore. There, Cryonic detected nearby. There's some, but it's not a lot. Ooh, there's the Cryonic. But yeah, Drake, I enjoy upgrade heavy play sessions of Terraria. Because it's always followed by a, but wait, I can do this now moment, you know? Like, this boss is too hard for me. No, wait, I've gotten better since then, you know? So yeah, I find nothing wrong with an upgrade heavy day. Because all this Cryonic, or at least some of it, will be used, will be put to good use. I mean, after this, I'll be immune to significantly more debuffs. Yes. Yes, I will. Alright, that's probably enough. Maybe not forever, but... Where's my chronic? How much did I get? 296. Yeah. Alright. So, wait, what do I need in addition? 10 crystal shards. Yep, got plenty of those. I usually don't. That's weird. Anyways. So then, with that and a core... Right, I need to go beat Calamitas again. Alright. But... What sucks, though, is one of the Ink Shield upgrades can't be turned into the final one. Yeah. Well, it's one of the Cobalt Shield upgrades that can't be turned into the final one. Drake. But I think that Cobalt Shield upgrade, the alternative Cobalt Shield upgrade, is needed for the final version. Yeah, because it's needed for the Elysian Aegis, which is needed for the Asgardian Aegis, which combines the Valor, which I'm about to craft, and the Elysian, which is later. But that will probably be where we end it off for tonight. Next time we need to beat Astromorius, catch up on the events, including we get to go fight the Old One's army again. Then we do stuff like Empress of Light, Ravager, Plaguebringer, and we're close to the end of hard mode. Or, yeah, hard mode. So we can move up into the post-Moon Lord tier. But that will be for next time. So until then, farewell.